My business for me church will be as I'm will be aqua by the bar or the no TV. Now, lawyer Paul, me I expose a year Kissi Agyabeng, Meche OSP, a year big time pan, any assem to a pan, a business for lawyer Paul, may review a secret be any yoma be a year Kissi Agyabeng, my yen will sumasia, just any assem to the be a year now. Kennedy akumpre kwa Japan ya abronye ya omukafa eye Kissi Agyabeng se oni NDC for na ye adwuma no omuntie ni be kwa kutie lawyer Paul Nchechi mu anyhow see a review and also o expose eye Kissi Agyabeng abesisi na any day dikan utie odinu TV amama remember say obe subscribe to our channel obe like na do adwenche so ebu comment section kama ebi hwem ne na akinkan bibia mam fefefe be kwa kutie abesisi ya
CDS, the precedent under the 1992 Constitution, is a sure breed for corruption in any society. And so we as political reporters are reporting on it and telling them that, no, this must change. That's the focus. That's how we... So when we are political reporters, doesn't mean we are not anti-corruption. But we have thought that the way to fix the corruption is to fix the politics. That's why we are political reporters. We are political reporters because we think that the way to fix corruption, fix development, fix the roads, fix the electricity, all of that is at the ground norm, as the lawyers will say. It is about the laws, the 1992 Constitution, the powers that it allocates to various people, and the interactions of those powers. From Montesquieu. Montesquieu sat down in 1778 and wrote a book entitled Esprit les lois, the spirit of the laws, they say. And he proposed that for us to fix this society, we must have a separation of powers between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. That's what Montesquieu said, didn't he? So that's why we do political reporting. There are those who are corruption police, who are looking for corruption. And I refer to my friend Manasseh Azuri is a corruption police. You have Suleiman Brahma is a corruption police. You have other people who are corruption police. In Metro TV here, we have an investigative reporter. That's their desk. They do investigative reporting. They are corruption police. In Joy FM, there's corruption police. Everybody has their role. Political reporters, sports reporters, music reporters, entertainment reporters, corruption police. That's Suleiman Brahma and Manasseh Azuri. Both of them are corruption police, and I respect their work. Now, the point here is this. We, as political reporters, have published something. And I mentioned Franklin Kudjo's name the other day. And I'm saying that, have the civil society and the corruption police heard that the OSP's budget is asking for cars to the tune of 30 million Ghana cedis? Have they heard it? Do they know about it? Do they think that it is okay, for which reason they are quiet? They are all quiet. All the corruption police, they talk about Auditor General has done this. They talk about Accountant General. The other day, Manasseh said VRA has given Zoom Lion a contract, which VRA hadn't, and it hadn't yet been executed. But he published it as a corruption scandal. Have they all seen this Kissi Agyabeng matter? Have they seen it? Now, I'm not insisting that they say something about it. No. But I'm saying to them that if you have seen it and you ignore it, the next time you come to tell me that Accountant General has paid Zoom Lion some money for fumigation, I will tell you that you are not a great corruption police. You are biased and you are selfish, because you saw OSP asking the poor taxpayer to pay 30 million cedis to him to buy luxury cars to sit in and run around Accra with motorcade. You didn't find anything wrong with it. You didn't find anything wrong with it. And then you come and tell me that Auditor General has asked some company to pay something. If Auditor General does something that is wrong, Accountant General does something that's wrong, Controller and Accountant General does something that is wrong, by all means, corruption police should say it. We are political reporters. The news breaks in London, we are there. It breaks in Kumawu, we are there. It breaks in Arsenal, we are there. Next year, we are going to be everywhere. In Ghana, is roaming. Nigeria, we do it here on the touch screen. Nigerian elections, we covered it sometimes better than some Nigerian stations. We were told that by Nigerians who called and said that you are covering the election better than the stations in Nigeria. So we are watching you on Facebook. In fact, that week, our Facebook following jumped up because Alhassan Bello was doing the work. And I call him every minute. Have you checked this, check that? I've sent you a story. Look at it. And we are covering the Nigerian election because we don't want our viewers to have any political conversation, to have gaps, deficits in any international political conversation. If it's about Russia, we are there. If it's about the Russian rebels who work in West Africa, what are they called? Wagner, we are there. If it's a coup breaks out in Burkina today, you can be sure that Good Evening Ghana will bring you the report. That's what we are. Now, these corruption police people, have they seen that the OSP, the special prosecutor, who is supposed to be an agent of corruption, an agent of anti-corruption, has himself asked government to give him all of these cars? I've not heard anything from Imani, zero. I've not heard anything from Fourth Estate, zero. I've not heard anything from CDD, zero. All civil society are quiet. 30 million for cars, they haven't seen it. Now, if that happens, I get worried about the society. Are all of these people working with interest? Is it interest that they are hiding behind and pushing some agenda? For which reason there's an obvious case that should be... I'm not saying that's a case of corruption. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a case that raises eyebrows, that people should have a look at. They are not saying anything about it. It's okay. They shouldn't say anything about it if they don't want to. But we will be here by the grace of God. Next time they come and say something, they should be sure that we will come after them and remind them that you are biased, you are one-sided, you are selfish, and you are not for Ghana. You do not support Ghana. If you are a civil society and you are a corruption police and you have seen this story and it's okay for you, you don't care, you are not interested, then you have a problem. How many RTI requests did Fourth Estate not send to Ghana airport about COVID testing? Several RTI requests. We have just responded to Joy FM. I was on the phone with Ablakwa on the Joy FM program to talk about it, which is okay, which is fair, which is nice. It is an addition to our development and our democracy. The RTI request has been coming to Ghana airport forever about Frontiers testing of COVID. We have responded to all of it. The last one was Joy FM. We gave them the entire document pursuant to the RTI request. We've given it to them. They've been asking for it. Now, if you're asking for COVID testing, which is not taxpayers' money, but which is a concessionaire collecting money from Ghanaians, and you are worried about how much of that money he paid to the airport, which is the focus of the inquiry, which is okay. You are worried about how much money he paid to the airport, but you are not worried about the office of the special prosecutor asking governments to give him luxury cars that the president doesn't have, luxury cars that the IGP doesn't have. The Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, their furniture is to be decried. You are not worried that the ßreak furniture is poor and the office of the special prosecutor takes 3.5 million to buy 2 vehicles, one of them bulletproof, one of them light body. You are civil society, you are anti-corruption, you are not worried about that. You haven't heard it because of some selfish personal situations. Then when we sit here and next week, next year, next February, you come and publish an anti-corruption, we will take every sinew in our veins to come after you and tell you that you are selfish. We're going to say it very loud. You are selfish and you are deliberately doing your own thing. You do not support Ghana. You are not supporting anything in Ghana. It is on this basis that I will doff off my hat for Black Rasta. Black Rasta is not my friend. We had so many classes. The other day he said he marked some scripts and I didn't pass law school, something. It's up to him. I mean, Black Rasta, this is not the first time Black Rasta is attacking me. Some time ago when he was on the radio, he did some brutal story on me, which was totally wrong. Something about Wyclef John, which I didn't even understand. He said some people were bringing Wyclef to Ghana and I canceled. I don't have any idea about it. But he said it. I forgave him. When he did his song on Barack Obama, I thought it's a great effort. I invited him. Black Rasta, do you remember? I invited him. I think I called Shamima Muslim to tell Black Rasta to come on the show because I want to talk to him. And I said that you did a song on Barack Obama. This is fantastic. And I interviewed him here on Good Evening Ghana. Black Rasta has been on this show. After he had blasted me on the so-called Wyclef John, me, I'm not an entertainment person. I'm not that about like that. I don't know Wyclef John. Me, the musicians I know is Oboba J, Adolfo, Amachi Dede, Ankwando Bie. Me, I'm Ejaba. That's the songs I know. Wyclef John is what? I don't understand this. But he said, so Wyclef John was coming to Ghana and I said, I won't let him come. I was totally confused. I laughed and laughed and laughed. Now, who is Wyclef John? People were calling me that, shall I listen to Taxi Driver? I said, what is Taxi? I said, Black Rasta. I said, is that what it's called? I listened, but I didn't know the name of the program. He said, well, he's talking about you. He says that you have canceled some program. I don't know what's about. Anyway, later on, I called Black Rasta to come. When we finished the show, he told me that he had been misinformed. I said, it's okay, no problem. We did the show. Recently, he said a few things about me. That's okay. But I respect Black Rasta because he doesn't care about me or Good Evening Ghana. He doesn't care about MPP. He's just saying that this Kissi Agyabeng situation is wrong. You cannot, as special prosecutor, go